Good day everyone! Welcome back again to another video tutorial that we are going to do in this video. In this topic, we will be focusing more on sectional drawings. This is Coach Jean and you are with Drafting Lifestyle. As you can see on the screen, this is an example of a sectional drawing. A sectional drawing which shows the interior part of the structure. It's just similar with an elevation, but elevation is focusing more on the exterior part and the section drawing is focusing more on the interior. So, as you can see on the screen, ito ay isang sample ng isang 3D section. Pero ang gagawin natin ngayon is only a 2-dimensional drawing section. Don't worry, soon sa mga video vlogs natin and video tutorial natin, gagawa naman tayo ng 3D sectional drawings such as like this na nakikita nyo sa screen. Pero ano nga ba ang isang sectional drawing? To give us an overview what is a sectional drawing, a section view is used on a drawing to show an area or hidden part of an object by cutting away or removing some of the object. The cut line is called as the cutting plane line. So cutting plane line is very important in a section drawing because it will give you the idea kung saan banda makikita ang section drawings. It can be done in several ways. A set of a house construction drawing will include what we call cross-section drawings as well as the longitudinal sections. Both of the local planning and the Department of Construction crew will need these sets of drawings. Ibig sabihin, napaka-importante ng section drawing na ginagawa natin. So, both, even dito sa atin sa Pilipinas, if you're going to submit complete plan, kailangan ng cross-sectional drawings para sa set of working or architectural working drawing na ginagawa natin. The designer shows the internal constructions of a building, which means of a section. So section drawings prepared for interior details needed to guide construction. So this is what we call very important drawing that you are going to have when you are going to do sectional drawings. Okay? So we have cross-section types of sections where cutting plane line is drawn horizontally. We have longitudinal section. Section is a type of section wherein cutting plane line is drawn vertically, and remember, cross-section is drawn horizontally. So cutting plane line also is a heavy line which shows the exact location where the plan is cut out. So these are sample or what we call handouts that we are using for sectional drawings. Now let's go with our AutoCAD here. So we still remember we have our 4 elevations from the previous tutorial. So definitely gagawa tayo ng bagong sectional area. So I did copy this one, itong floor plan natin, and I'm going to erase this para gawin natin ang ating trabaho. So what should we do is simply by following the projection method. So ito, kailangan when you are going to project it at the edges, and then I'm going to create another horizontal line for our basic position of our edge. So since we are going to do the cross section A, so ang gagawin ko lang is to copy the front elevation. Kasi ang position ng arrow natin, remember, the key point in creating cross-section drawing is the placement of your cutting plane line. So, it is not necessary na ganito talaga palagi. Minsan, nandito sa taas-taas. Minsan, a line will be starting here and then it ends somewhere here and then cuts through here. So, hindi ganito palagi ang cutting plane line. But in a basic form of creating section drawings in AutoCAD, this is a way of creating or placing your cutting plane line along the floor plan. That's why I always keep on reminding my students that you have to place a cutting plane line on your floor plan simply because this will be in preparation of your section drawings. Remember, section drawings are very important in all or in one of the most requirement of architectural working drawing. So, kasali yan sa building permit na kailangan hanapin. As well as, very important drawing talaga to siya because it will shows the interior, design of the structure. So, ang gagawin lang natin simply with the use of projection method. So, I'm going to copy the front elevation. I'm going to copy this one, and then with a specified base point, I'm going to choose somewhere here because I did choose the edge of the area. So, erase this one muna kasi hindi naman natin siya kailangan. And then, this one, erase all of the leader lines. Tanggalin din natin kasi babaguhin natin yan siya. All of the windows also must be erased. The only thing that we left here is ang unahin lang na muna natin kasi isa-isahin natin siya. And then extend this one. Okay, itong hatch natin will be erased. Okay. So ito, I'm going to erase this one. Press E to erase this one. Erase, erase, erase. So I'm going to leave it somewhere here. Okay. So I'm going to erase also the following line to which makes our drawing will live like this. Okay. So, simply kung saan dadaan ng line, yun ang kailangan naka-projected. Okay. So, karamihan, ang ginagawa namin is simply when you're going to have your drawing, in-erase namin to siya, and then, tanggalin natin itong area na to. Okay. So, erase, erase, trim. Now, to make your drawing very clear, you have to project the lines. Ibig sabihin, itong area ang kailangan nating masunod at ipapakita. Okay. So, simply by projecting this one, pababa. So, line, projecting downwards, that you are going to have here when you're going to project it here. And then, copying this line will give you the position of each wall. So, ito, dito, including the column. So, dito naman, dito, and then, all the edges. So, mamaya natin isa-isahin yan siya. So, here, which represents as the area of your wall. Okay? So, definitely, area of your wall. Also, we have also to indicate the position. Sometimes, ang ginagawa ng mga draftsman, they do an offset here. Say, for example, 0.5 lang as the representation of the area excavating bababa. Kasi kung tingnan nyo kanina, yung drawing natin, including yung column sa baba, ay naka-exposed. Okay? And then these lines will be trimmed downwards. Okay. Bababa natin, extend natin dito, somewhere here. And then ito, must be trimmed and to the opposite side. So, and then, ito, tatanggalin din natin siya. So, this line na natira will represent as the column and the wallings. Ito naman, I'm going to change this layer right away into a wall. Okay. So, which means this area is what we call the interior section. Okay. So, trim this one para hindi malito. Remember, trimming along the way of your work is very important as well as with layering para madali ang ating trabaho. So, ito, trim natin to siya as this one wall line in the middle is existing. Okay. Click. Erase that is not important. Ito, para mas mapadaling intindihin ang ating trabaho. So, erase. Erase all of the lines that are being projected. Kasi ipaproject din natin siya in a while. Okay, so, para hindi magulo. So, I'm going to layer this right away with a match. Okay. Here. So, MA. Match these lines as representation of what we call wall. Ito din, poste, wall. So, even this one. So, if you want also to thicken this line here sa ceiling, pwede din siya. Okay, pero kung ayaw nyo din, okay, kung ayaw nyo din siyang gawing, pwede din siya, it stays as like this. Okay, now, proceeding here, we are going to have the first thing na ginagawa namin in our working drawing section is to indicate the flooring. So, unahin natin ang pag-layout ng flooring dito sa pag-draft. Okay? So, here, extending this one, erase, so extending this one somewhere here. Now, proceeding with the use of projection, I'm going to project also the different positions of each column. Okay? So, pababa, same procedure. Going downwards, same procedure din with the manual. So, as you can observe, if you're going to use T-square and triangle, the projection method is the key to make your work very easy. So, discipline lang ang kailangan sa paggamit ng projection method. So, trim all the excess. So, trim din also here. So, ito hanggang dito lang. Ito naman hanggang dito lang. This one stays here. Now, erase that is not important. Tanggalin lahat ng hindi importante sa inyong drawing. So, here, match everything on your work. Okay? Kasi mamaya lalagyan natin siya ng section lines dito. Okay. So, remember, including itong line na to, must be projected downwards as representation of your CR. So, trim, and then change this into hidden line. Okay. So, after here, gagawin na natin ang floor. So, offset tayo ng 0.1 because of the flooring is a 4-inch thickness, 0.1, and then usually we have this kind of design that we are doing. So, here, here, and here. So, just create line somewhere here, and then erase this. Line naman din sa kabila, and then erase this. Erase the remaining lines that are not important, and then, sorry, sobrahan na sa erase. Okay, undo lang. This one, these two lines. Tanggalin, and then trim, trim, and then trim. So, after here, lalagyan natin ng match ang area na to, dito, and dito. So, if you want, since you have measurement pareho lang, copy, and then to the other side. So, as a representation of what we call the hidden, or what we call the flooring area. And then, we are going to have here, so offset ako dito, ng 0.5 pababa. Okay. So, karamihan ang ginagawa ko dito is I'm going to insert gravel. So, I'm going to hatch this one, or layer this one into section. And then, I'm going to give a text here, or should I say copy na lang, or should I say, pwede rin lagyan na natin ng text. So, press T or M text, click and drag, and then, ang kailangan natin ilagay dito, C foundation details. Ibig sabihin, when you say C foundation details, you don't have to indicate here the sizes of columns, the numbers of bars that are included sa inyong work, sa inyong poste, kasi mayroon siyang separated details. So, which means you are going to have place this name here as C foundation plan. Ibig sabihin, there is a separated drawing or illustration that is really included in the foundation plan. So, remember, C foundation details, or if you want, you have to complete these details. Okay? Then click, move the text into center, and then change the layer of this into text. And then, we are going to have here, hatch. Number 1 that you are going to have here is the gravel. So, ibig sabihin, or boulders. So, look for the gravel there as a representation. Click lang natin, and then reduce the scale of the drawing. So, say for example, 0.5 as a representation of boulders that are being placed sa inyong area, or sa baba ng flooring ninyo. So, and then once you're satisfied with the size, and then press enter. And then, if you want, you can already layer this right away with your thinnest lines. Okay? Kasi hindi naman siya kailangan makapal. And then, here sa baba, I'm going to have it layered also, or should I say, I'm going to place hatch, pero this time, I'm going to use here as earth. So, earth, dito, as representation. If you want 0.5, pwede na. Some, they are using it as 45-degree angle ang representation ng earth. So, click lang natin if you're satisfied, and then click this, and layer this right away with your thinnest line, which is section. Sa inyo naman, if you have the most thinnest line for hatching, you can do so. So, this one, C foundation plan details and C foundation details, I'm going to give this a copy dito sa taas. Okay? Copy this one, and I'm going to change this C truss details. Ibig sabihin, there is another separated layout on the position and the details of the truss details. Okay? So, hindi na natin kailangan ilagay ang ating what we call the hatch, or I'm sorry, the details for the trusses. So, what should I do here? I'm going to give it a hatch, and then I'm going to choose ANSI 131. Okay, so click, ang area natin para maging ma-hatch siya. And then, I'm going to change the angle to 0 as a representation of the section cut out. Okay, so highlight everything with the thinnest line, and then we are going to continue the details inside the structure. You can also automatically set the hatching here para sa mga walls ninyo. So here, I'm going to right away hatch this area. Okay, including yung mga walls natin. So ibig sabihin na-cut out sila. Click, click. Okay, enter. So to make your drawing more faster, remember the match technique or match prop is the most appropriate tool to use. Okay. So, now here, sa inyong work, karamihan sa mga estudyante, sir, kailangan ba naka-detailed talagang ang entertainment area? Ito, depende sa inyo kung gusto nyong ipakita ang entertainment area or ang pintuan na lang or the structure itself. Kasi minsan, may mga should I say, may mga draftsmans, they don't need to indicate the details inside the structure. So, let's try to use the projection method kasi una-una kitang-kita ang lababo. So, click natin to siya. Then here, depende kung anong gusto ninyong ipapakita dito. And then, the height of the lavatory is at 0.9. So, offset 0.9 from the floor line. And then here, trim the excess. Okay. So remember kung ano ang mga nakikita sa projection, yun ang kailangan nating kailangan i-expose. So match here. So for example, a thickness of the lavatory slab is at 0.1. And then dito naman siguro at 0.15. And then trim the unnecessary lines. Now if you want to add details here for cabinets and so on, you may do so para mas maging artistic ang approach natin sa ating what we call sectional drawings, because this is part of the architectural working drawing. Architectural working drawing is very important, showing the details of the architectural style of the structure. So set ako ng 0.05 as representation of 2 inch going inside, and then copy na lang as a representation of your. So I'm going to use fine lines as a representation of cabinet. And then you may also add some tile details here. So for example, at this 0.6, and then I'm going to extend this. Then hatch the area, hatch natin, and then type MA, and then automatically choose the lines over here. So once nandito na siya, we could automatically consider this area as the position of the tiles. Okay, now you also, if you want to also to add a design center dito sa kasi naka-expose kasi yung iba eh. Naka-expose ang ating what you call the range or the countertop of the range. Ibig sabihin meron tayong range na exposed dito sa area na to. So all you have to do is simply, okay, punta tayo sa design center and then try to observe kung saan natin mahanap. Okay, so click lang natin and as design center, and then hanapin natin sa kitchen if nandun ba. Okay, so let's say for example, when do we have here? Okay, cabinet. If you want to add cabinet, pwede din. Range oven front. So meron tayong range oven front. So just click and drag outside. Okay, click and drag outside. And then if you wish to add more details, so refrigerator, top, wall cabinet. So if you want to add base cabinet, door, pwede. Whatever details that you want to add, meron tayo sa design center. But if you want to add more details, such as mga different kinds of blocks na meron, you can download in the internet. Okay, so ito, say for example, let's try to add hood, kitchen hood sa ating kung saan ang exhaust ng mga smoke galing sa range natin or sa oven natin. Okay, so what else can we add here? So cabinets, if you want to add cabinet on your work, pwede din siya. So, should I close this one? Okay, and then move the drawing downwards, including this one. I-move ko na lang. Move somewhere here. Then, proceeding it, since nasa side siya, I'm going to transfer it here. Now, position of the hood must be placed on top of the oven. So, move natin siya. So, this is at 0.9. Say, for example, let's position it at height of 2.1. Okay, so sobra. Move natin siya. If that's 2.1, 0.9. Okay, move natin ulit. So 1.2 na lang. Okay, let's move this. Move at 1.2, which makes it as a 2.1. Now, if you wish to lower this one at a height of, bawasan natin ng, for example, about 0.5 or 0.7, mawawa naman talaga, you could also edit this one into 0.5. Okay, 0.5. Sorry. Okay, enough na siguro 2.7. So, dito, I mean 2.1. Okay. Now, after here, you can layer this right away with a what we call fine lines. Now, all I'm missing here is the door. So, simply, by copying this door na nasa rear elevation, copy. And then, I'm going to move this somewhere here and then create a mirror. Yes. So, again, with the use of projection method, you can position your door right away. So, move this drawing of the door somewhere here as the placement of the door. Okay. So, karamihan, what we usually practice is to copy the text and then place it as the bedroom. And then, ito naman, since we are already exposing dining, so copy, dining. So, okay. So, dining area. So, if you want to skip this detail here kasi nasa front naman siya, or you do not want to skip this, let's try to look for a design center. Sa design center, ang entertainment cabinet. So, kapag wala, so, not necessarily kailangan talaga siya. So, blocks, wala dito, nasa kabila pa. Home space planner. If wala, so it's okay, no? So, entertainment, wala siyang front na cabinet. So, meron lang siyang in a lateral position, pero in going front, wala siya. So, it's okay, no? Kung wala siya. So, you can expose that right away with the use of this area sa door. Okay, now, same procedure. Okay, so, erase this line if you're done with this. So, again, remember, placing measurement vertically is very important. So, click lang, place dimensions that you think that are very crucial and very needed sa inyong trabaho. Okay, so just move this one somewhere here. Okay, so highlight right away and layer it with your dimension line kasi naka-expose naman siya din dito. So it's time for us to place the multi-leader line and then click here. So same procedure, you know the drill about this. So door, panel door, or wood panel door. Then this one, glaze tiles, and then ito naman, concrete wall. Concrete wall, paint, finish. Okay, so we already have our first work. So if you want to detail this one also, or you want to place an MLD or multi-leader line dito, pwede rin naman. So to finish our drawing, copy this one, and then place it here, and then I'm going to edit this text. Karamihan, they usually place this as cross-section view. Meron din naman which we are practiced with our students, section through A-A. So, ibig sabihin, coming from section A-A is the representation of your work. You can also do the same sa inyong trabaho sa what we call the section, cross-longitudinal section. The same procedure must be done in exposing the side or what we call the longitudinal section. Now, so before we end our video tutorial, I did create the section through B-B or what we call the longitudinal section. As you can see, the difference between them is very visible. So nakikita natin ano ang kaibahan nila. So this is the longitudinal section and this is the cross section. Meron din tayo tinatawag na full section drawings din. So but we are not going to focus on that because again, remember, we're going to have it more on the basics. Now, if you're going to ask me paano nakuha ang projection, still remember, with the use of this cutting plane line, so section B, so kailangan nandun pa rin ang cutting plane line. So simply by use of projection, everything will be more what we call easy when you in your work. But when it comes to 3D section, pwede rin tayong gumawa ng 3D section automatically. So soon sa mga video tutorial natin, siguro mga 2 or 3 drawings pa or 1 drawing more before we proceed, we were going to tackle on about the 3D architectural working drawing sa AutoCAD. Kasi karamihan na ina-observe namin, wala na masyadong gumagamit ng AutoCAD 3D works. Kasi syempre, mahirap siyang gamitin. Also, hindi friendly user ang paglagay ng mga plans kasi may mga process talaga sa paglagay ng mga plans and trees sa pag-draft sa AutoCAD. Okay? So, here, we're going to have the what we call the 2 section drawings that we are going to have, but in 3D AutoCADs, pwede na tayo kaagad gumawa ng section drawing both for 3D and 2D flat drawing. Okay? Pero sa projection method, this is the standard method that you're going to have. So let us see ano ang itsura niya when you're going to have them both on what we call the sa pag-plot sa kanya. So let's try to observe here. So let's change the scale. Always remember 10:1 is very important when you convert it into meters, into milli. Okay. So dito na, let's try to check if anong itsura niya when you're going to have it plot sa ating layout space. Okay, so just type plot for our drawing here and then I'm going to use kagad ang monochrome. So I'm going to have it only by drawing to PDF. If you want to submit this via online, drawing to PDF is very important. Okay, so choose the window. So upper and the lower, of course, alam naman natin to kung paano ginagawa. And then make sure naka 1:1 and then naka landscape form. And then let's check with the use of preview anong itsura niya. So by left clicking and dragging your mouse going forward will give you the zooming of the object sa inyong AutoCAD space. Okay, so as you can see, this is what we call the section through A-A and section B, section through B-B, or the most commonly known as the cross section and the longitudinal section. Okay, so this is the most basic way on how to create sectional areas or sectional views. And then always remember, when you have sectional views, use section lines to indicate as a cutout of the object. Okay, cutout of the structure. I hope that you learned something from me today, and I wish to add more learnings not only to my students but also to all the students who are taking drafting, AutoCAD drafting, both for high school, senior high school, or even in college. I hope that this video will help you to whatever task na ginagawa ninyo as of now. Okay? So, this is Coach Jean once again, and thank you for staying with us and thank you for supporting our channel. Hope that we will able to help more students through this channel. God bless you and mabuhay po tayong lahat.